Hi everyone, we are the Group 4 reporter ko and our topic is kartilya ng katipunan. So ano nga ba ang kartilya ng katipunan guys? So kartilya ng katipunan, original title was mga aral ng katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. Ang original title ng kartilya ng katipunan is mga aral ng katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. It was also served as the guidebook for new members of organization which laid out the group's rules and principles. So, ito din ay nagsisilbing guidebooks sa mga bagong miyembro ng katipunan. It was written on 1892 by Emilio Jacinto. Isinulat ito ni Emilio Jacinto noong 1892. So ano nga ba ang katipunan? Kasi sabi sa title is mga aral ng katipunan. So ano ang katipunan? Katipunan, the katipunan officially known as kataas-taasang kagalang-galangang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan and abbreviated as the KKK, was a revolutionary organization founded in 1882 by a group of Filipino nationalists, Deodato Arellano, Andres Bonifacio, Valentin Diaz, Ladismo Diwa, Jose Dizon, and Teodoro Plata. So guys, these are the founders po of Katipunan. Una si Deodato Arellano, pangalawa si Andres Bonifacio, pangatlo si Valentin Diaz, pang-apat si Ladislao Diwa, panglima si Jose Dizon, pang-anim si Teodoro Plata. Sila guys yung founder ng Katipunan. Katipunan was it was only Katipunan that envisioned a united Filipino nation that would revolt against the Spaniards. So ang ano pala guys, ang Katipunan ang dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon tayo ng kalayaan against sa mga Spaniards. And its primary goal was to gain independence from Spain through a revolution. So yung Katipunan guys is ang primary goal nito is ang makalaya tayo sa kamay ng mga Spaniards. So dito naman tayo sa aims of Katipunan. Aims of Katipunan ay may tatlong aims of Katipunan po guys. Ito ay civic, political, moral. So sa civic was based on the principle of self-help and defense of the poor. So sa civic guys, sinasabi dito na pag sinabi nating self-help is tulungan natin ang ating sarili na hindi tayo papayag na magpasakop sa mga kamay ng mga Spanish. So kailangan natin guys na i-defend ang ating sarili sa laban sa mga mananakop. And also sinasabi din dito guys na maprotektahan o protektahan ang mga mahihirap at mga mahihina. So dito naman sa political was separation of the Philippines from Spain to secure the independence of the colony. So sinasabi dito sa political is ma-separate tayo sa pamumuno ng mga Spanish upang magkaroon tayo ng sariling pamumuno sa ating sariling bansa. Yan yung sinasabi dito sa political. At para din matanggap natin o makamtan natin ang kalayaan sa pananakop. So dito naman sa number 3 is moral. Ang moral focus on teaching of good manners, hygiene, and good moral character. So sinasabi dito sa moral guys na sa moral na po, ang focus ito is nagtuturo ng good manners, hygiene, and good moral. Good manners yung magandang asal, magandang ugali, kaugalian, at ang asal yun guys. Sinasabi, example guys is ang pagiging mabait, matulungin, marespeto, masipag. Yun na yun guys. Ito yung aims of Katipunan. So in 1896, there is what we call duties of the sons of the people. that was written by Andres Bonifacio that strictly followed by the members of organization. This decalogue embodied that Bonifacio believes. Bonifacio would later adopt Jacinto's Cartilla ng Katipunan as the official teaching of the Katipunan. So, ang Katipunan guys is meron yan din siyang it has 14 rules which is i-explain yan ng aking kasama mamaya sa bandang huli. These are the factors guys that could have influenced the authors in writing the document. Ito yung mga factors guys kung bakit isinulat ng author ang document na to. Una is his eagerness to help Filipinos achieve the independence from Spain. So gusto niya guys na makalaya tayo or ating maabot ang kalayaan laban sa mga pananakop ng mga Spaniards. Yung pangalawa is wanted to set out values. So, sa gaya ng sabi ko kanina, yung pagiging marespeto, ito yung mga values, set out values. Ito yung sinasabi kanina na pagiging marespeto, matulungin, pagiging isang mabuting tao, yun guys. Pangatlo is to express his vision for an equitable and morally sound Filipino country. Gusto na guys na sinasabi dito, gusto niya na mamuhay tayo sa ating sarili na bansa at sinasabi ito guys na or pinapaliwanag niya na ay gusto niyang mamuno tayo o mamuhay tayo sa ating sariling bansa ng malaya. Dito tayo sa author's background. Let's see, ang author guy ay si Emilio Jacinto Y. Dizon. Born on December 15, 1874, Tondo, Manila. Siya ay pinanganak noong December 15, 1875 sa Tondo, Manila. Pinkian, Dimasilaw, Kailyong. Ito yung mga nickname niya guys, Pinkian, Dimasilaw, Kailyong. Siya guys ay isang Filipino general during the Philippine Revolution. Isa pala siyang general noong Philippine Revolution. Siya ay nagkaroon ng highest ranking officers in the Philippine Revolution. Isa din siyang law student at nagtapos sa Universidad de Santo Tomas. 18 years old when he joined. So 18 years old siya guys na nag-join sa Katipunan. Siya rin ay tinatawag na brain of the Katipunan. Siya guys ay namatay siya hindi dahil sa bakbakan kundi dahil sa malaria. Malaria siya guys and namatay siya doon sa Magdalena, Laguna at the age of 23. Sa edad na 23 siya ay namatay noong April 16, 1899. Significance of the Cartilla ng Katipunan. Una, share the story of how Filipinos come together to form a group to fight the Spaniards. The key point is Filipinos are united. They continue to fight colonizer to free their land despite the high cost, out of respect of everyone who has given their lives for our country's freedom.
So we're gonna talk about the 14 roles of Cartilla ng Katipunan ni Emilio Jacinto. So the first is, the life that is not consecrated to a lofty and reasonable purpose is a tree without a shade, if not a poisonous weed. So the first code of conduct simply tells us that we must have a purpose-driven life. We must know how to set our goals and find meaning of our lives, because without knowing our purpose, we will suffer from unwanted situations. So 2. To do good for personal gain and not for its own sake is not virtue. So, this means that we must not be selfish. We must do good deeds, not to earn praise, but to show them with our whole hearts. Because a deed done only for fame is not worthy of being called good. So 3. It is rational to be charitable and love one's fellow creature. and to adjust one's conduct, acts, and words to what is in itself reasonable. It gives us the real definition of a true act of kindness. Being kind is simply seen in the service and loved ones give to his or her fellow man without asking anything in return. So 4 is, whether our skin be black or white, we are all born equal. Superiority in knowledge, wealth, and beauty are to be understood, but not superiority by nature. The 4th rule highlights equality. We are all born to be equal no matter what race, status, or educational background we have. Our society may have divided us into groups, but we must all understand that no one is superior to anyone else. 5. The honorable man refers honor to personal gain. The scoundrel gain to honor. So, a good person must understand that honoring oneself also means he or she values honor rather than personal interest. True honor means having a high moral standard behavior. 6. To the honorable man, his word is sacred. So, Rule 6 tells us that we must be a man of our own words. Whatever is said must be done. We must do things that we promise because we can never take back what we have said, so walk the talk. 7. Do not waste thy time. Wealth can be recovered but not time lost. So this means everyone must understand the importance of time. We usually focus ourselves on worrying about different material things. This code of conduct tells us to treasure time because we can never take it back. At the end, we might end up regretting the things we weren't able to do. We have make use of our time wisely. So 8. Defend the oppressed and fight the oppressor before the law or in the field. So this means we don't have the same strengths, but we can help one another. We must choose to fight for what is right, fight with the weak people who need your help and comfort, and fight those people who keep on putting others down by oppressing them. So 9. Defend the oppressed and fight the oppressor before the law or in the field. The prudent man is sparing the words, and the faithful is keeping secrets. This highlights the importance of trust and confidentially. A wise man is a man who thinks of what he says and keeps what is needed to be kept. So 10. On the thorny path of life, man is a guide of woman and the children. And if the guide leads to the precipice, those whom he guides will also go there. So this means all of us need to be models for everyone, because whatever they see in us will also be followed by the people who see us. A true man leads his family down the right path by showing them that he is righteous. 11. Thou must not look upon woman as a mere plaything, but as a faithful companion, who will share with thee the penalties of life. Her weakness will increase thy interest in her. She will remind thee of a mother who bore thee or reward thee. So 11 is, this principle is about woman. Every woman deserves to be respected, and no man shall see them as an object or a pastime. Just like they always say, a man who doesn't respect a woman does not respect his mother, who gave him birth. Girls deserve to be loved with full respect and care. So 12. What do those not desire done unto thy wife, children, brothers, and sisters, that do not unto the wife, children, brothers, and sisters, thy neighbor? Every action that any man takes is important. Every action has its own consequences. We must not do bad things against other people if we don't want other people to do bad things against us. 13. Man is not worth more because he is a king, because his nose is aquiline and his color white, not because he is a priest, a servant of God, nor because of a high prerogative and he enjoys upon earth, but he is worth Most who is a man proven a real and real value, who does good, keep his words, is worthy and honest. He who does not oppress or consent to being oppressed. He who loves and cherishes his fatherland, though he be born in the wilderness and know no tongue but his own. The 13th principle is about having the right character and good values. A man's life is not measured by his status in life or things that he possesses. Instead, it is in his character and his love for the native land. So 14. When these rules of conduct shall be known to all, the longed-for Son of Liberty shall rise brilliant over this most unhappy portion of a globe, and its rays shall diffuse everlasting joy among the confederated brethren of the same race. The lives of those who have gone before, the fatigues and the well-paid sufferings will remain. If he who desires to enter the Katipunan has informed himself of this and believes he will be able to perform that will be his duties, he may fill out the application for admission. So the last code of conduct shows the desire of Emilio Aguinaldo.